What's going on? What's going on, peoples? Welcome to Matic Monday. And if this is your first time joining us, we talk about everything remote work, digital nomad, traveling, transferring your skills, all that under the sun. And we bundle it up and have a little fun. See, I like that. That was nice. That was nice. Or if this is your second time, third time, or you are a repeat viewer of Matic Mondays, what's good? We are back. We are back. Happy New Year.
New Year. Happy New Year.
We made it.
We
and
did.
Tiffany made it. So
I did. Hey, y'all. Good to see y'all. Hope y'all had a good holiday. If you're watching this, you made it safely through the holiday. So congratulations on that. But Happy New Year. Happy 2024. We're gonna kick this off right?
Yes.
I see you rocking the Michigan hat. And for those who don't know, Travelmatic is not from Michigan, didn't go to school in Michigan, wasn't raised in Michigan. But somehow they make it to the NCAA football national championships, and now I'm finding out he's a Michigan fan.
Girl, you are a Ravens fan, and you only visit Baltimore like
once a year, twice a year.
Girl, please. You ain't got.
But I've been a Ravens fan since '96, since they drafted one Raymond Lewis from the Miami Hurricanes.
And he ain't even on the team no more.
So that's the thing about being a fan. I'm a lifetime fan. I'm not a fan of just a player. I'm a fan of the team. If Ray Lewis got drafted by any other team, I'd be a lifelong fan of that team. But then they drafted Ed Reed. And then they got Ozzie Smith as a GM. So they just kept the ball rolling.
Got you.
And then they got Lamar Jackson from Louisville as the quarterback.
Yes. They do have Lamar Jackson, who has brought me to a third place in my fantasy championship. Woo! Let's give it up for that. Where my crowd at? Oh, yes. Third place. With a 6-8 record. Yes. With a 6-8 record. I came back and got to third place. I'm ecstatic about that. Just that's what I'm doing. That's me. I'm playoff P. Once I get to them playoffs, it don't matter what my record is. I'm gonna tell them fantasy football.
I'm for Washington tonight.
Okay, that's cool.
I have some friends who graduated from Washington, and they haven't won a national championship since 1991. And I think they're the underdogs. I think that once Michigan, what the heck was that?
Call the police.
That didn't sound. Anyway, yeah. Once Michigan made it to the national championship, I was like, okay, I'm rooting for Washington. They look good. They both look good. But I'm rooting for Washington tonight. So this show can't go longer than an hour because game time.
Yeah, it starts right at 7:30 and stuff.
Oh, it does?
I think so.
Eastern EST, because they're in Houston.
That's a good question. I think I saw that. I got a couple of things that's going on around 7:00. 7:30. Welcome, Mocha. Happy New Year, Mocha. Thank you for always joining us last year, this year, all that.
Every year, yep.
Every year. My homeboy, Angelique, Mr. Lee, co-founder of the. We got like a little. We're trying to start something. We're trying to start something with this travel goddess type travel apparel. We got a little something going on. We hadn't just got it off the ground just yet, but we working on some stuff.
That's Mr. Grace. That's the co-partner.
Yes.
Do I get some apparel to wear?
Yes, definitely.
Free? I don't want to pay for it.
Yes, free.
Okay.
Look, got you. I got you.
Okay.
we just write it off and shit. And we write it off. Yes. Just saying hi to the people. Got Tiffany P in Portland, one of my our biggest contributor to the Matic Mondays.
Yes, ma'am.
Really always appreciate you coming in, Tiffany. I know you got your ears on. You probably still working. She on the left coast. Oh yeah, she gonna go with the Huskies. Yeah, I like the quarterback though. I like the dude. Actually, my boy, Mr. Grace, just put me on to him, and I saw him, but I did a little research on him. Came out of Florida, and they was wondering how he came out of Florida. How did he end up slipping out of Florida? Maybe because he's black. They didn't see him. He's too dark. They didn't see him slip out. But
Mocha, I'm disappointed in you.
Yes.
Say
that.
I think Harborough chokes.
Say it. Michigan will win.
That Harborough brother has to lose so that the other Harborough brother can win.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be your brother's brother and stuff.
Exactly. So we're not gonna have. They're not gonna allow a Harborough to win a national championship and a Harborough to win the NCAA championship. I don't think that's ever happened in football history in the United States. So I don't see both of them winning the championships. Somebody got to lose, and I want it to be this one.
Man,
I want it to be this one.
Them people white, man. They do anything they want to do. Yeah, payroll week, ears on. I know, don't mess up them people's money now.
Hey, one thing P&P gonna make sure is everybody get their money 2024. She ain't messing around. She gonna get her money and they gonna get their money.
Just to let us know, this is the 10th anniversary of TDSS. Give it up for that. All right. Yes. Oh, yes.
Look at all the podcasters that have branched off from the Doug Stewart Show podcast 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's how we all met.
Yeah, we have his loyal listeners.
No, I mean before that too, but
yeah, that's dope.
That's before that. Yeah, with Two Live Stews, where all us met each other and stuff. But cool. That is some good stuff there to keep note of.
Thank you, Mocha, for telling us that. That was a cool piece of
information. Mocha got like a.
She's the encyclopedia of TDSS.
Shit. Dang, girl, you remember that one? Mocha choosing Michigan because what? Mocha choosing Michigan because it's spelled M-I.
Like Miami.
It start with an M, huh? All things M. I got you. Yeah. All right. I know the title talks about we had a guest. She could not make it. Miss Jazzy from Black Digital Nomad. But definitely check out her channel. Is just Black Digital Nomad. She's on YouTube. She's on Instagram.
Yes.
That is her title. We will have her to come through eventually in the future.
Absolutely.
So thanks again, Tiffany. If I did miss this super sticker. Another round of applause. Thank you. Oh yes. Yes. Like on Coming to America, it's like at the McDowell's concert, like we like the the donations that jingle, but we rather have the ones that fold. But thank you so much.
This is not an offering
for that folding donation there. Yes, it probably go to my better Wi-Fi. I still got that 2023 Wi-Fi. So
take the time to upgrade during our break.
I was supposed to, but if I'm not thinking about it, only times like this is when I think about it, and then it'd be too late. So when I get off, I don't think about it. It only acts up when I'm on
live.
You know, I have like 3 laptops going every day, 4 laptops actually going every day, and nothing really happens. I don't know. Maybe StreamYard pulls a little bit more information there. I mean, a little bit more data. Bandwidth. Okay, where we at? Oh, no excuse. What's good? No excuse entertainment. The African plug. He goes to Africa quite frequently. A lot of other countries too, but he just came from Tanzania and Uganda and Tanzania, Uganda, I believe. That's some good stuff he got there. Good content on traveling in Uganda and Tanzania.
What's good? No excuse. Thank you for coming by.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we were going to talk about the visa, because I actually went ahead and applied for it, and I got denied. Dang.
Which visa did you apply for?
Huh?
Which visa did you apply for?
The digital nomad visa.
I mean, in what country?
In Colombia. Denied me. They denied my black ass. So Jazzy kind of took up that skill set of getting people approved. So I was saving all of it to dig into it. Like, what's her way of getting it done? Is certain things that she's seeing, and to bring to light, she has come up with this thought, and it kind of, when I saw her on live, I've been following her for a moment. I've been wanting her to come on, and she was talking about this digital nomad visa part, and I'm like, okay. She's like, well, in my observation, especially like with black people who've been trying to get this visa, she was saying like black guys have been getting denied. She's saying at a high level, she was saying, and she believes it's possibly because of the passport bro movement.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
If for those who are familiar with the passport bro movement, if you were to go in certain areas, Colombia being one of those countries, since we're talking about Colombian visa, let's talk about Colombia. It's been publicized, and even in Colombia's local media, but especially on social media, that people have been coming to Colombia, specifically Black men from the United States have been coming to Colombia to engage with the female population in a way that the powers that be have found negative impact. And so they might be a little bit more selective on who they allow to have digital visas in Colombia. There's been a lot. If you go on YouTube, you can find a plethora of videos of men, and in this instance, we're using as an example, Black men who have content that are focused around women and activities with women, and some of it is rated R. And it's a little bit, I would say, exploitatory. And so that has cast a negative connotation to passport men who travel, and there are men who participate in that negative connotation and that exploitation, who have dubbed themselves the passport bros, um, and have kind of gone down that path of, exploitative kind of content, in Colombia. And so this might be a side effect that we're seeing. We saw some articles. I think we talked early 2023. We talked about some articles that we had saw. I think briefly, you and I, Adrian, had talked about it personally. But yeah, so this might be a domino effect or impact of those negative media um, publicity surrounding passport bros.
Mm-hmm. And I meant to look, and I'm still looking, because she asked me, like, why did they deny you? And I was like, it wasn't like it was a paperwork issue or I didn't meet certain criteria, which I did. And um, they gave me the reason of like a government discretion. Like they can deny just because they want to. They don't really have to have a reason.
Right.
Because I met all the criteria for the all the requirements for it. So
Did you have to submit a photo with your? Can you tell us what you submitted? Because for those who don't know, they might not know if a photo was actually included in your.
yeah, a photo was in there. They seen my black
Photo.
ass and they was like, they're
You
like,
can't just say you got to tell them you submitted a photo.
I'm trying to find everything because I can't remember everything that it's like, you got to have a letter from your job stating that you remote work, that you're being paid through a company outside of Colombia, insurance, health insurance, not travel insurance. You have to meet like $700. You have to
$700 a month.
yeah, it's like $700 a month. Yeah.
Okay.
2 passport photos, copy of your passport. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, I had all that. I met everything. Copy of your bank statements and stuff like that.
Copy of your bank statements.
Mm-hmm. Because they got to prove that you are making that money. You can't just say, "Oh, yeah, I make such and such." You know, they not just gonna take your word.
Maybe it was your purchase history that led them cause of concern.
No, well, I can filter it to not show that. I can just show deposits. I filter it to where
it was a joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just filtering to show deposits and stuff. So yeah, but it just said like, and I was wishing I could find the damn thing.
Looks like we got a comment from No Excuse regarding. It's like he had an issue as well.
Oh, they had denied you too, bro. Hold on, I'm trying to find this thing.
Okay.
Because you go to the portal.
While you're looking for that, I'll read his comment.
Yeah, read his comment.
He said he had a business visa in Colombia in 2019. And when he tried to renew it, it was denied for no reason. It's just up at the discretion of the examiner. And then he goes on to say, if you don't demonstrate that you can speak Spanish, they do factor that in. They don't take us seriously if we don't speak Spanish fluently. That's I'm assuming he means us, American. And that's what happened when he got denied. So no excuse. You had your business visa in 2019. How long did that last? I guess it was just for 1 year, or um, how long did your business visa last? And have you reapplied since then, or did you get a different kind of visa since then?
Where we at? Where we at?
It was a 2-year visa. Okay, and that was right during COVID. That sucks. Have you tried again since then?
At the discretion of the examiner. If you don't demonstrate that you can speak Spanish, they don't take it seriously. And see,
Oh,
that's where I heard other people were saying like it's better to get a lawyer, since more like the lawyer can they're boots on ground, they can go right in there, knock it out, and get it for you. So that's what I've been hearing about, just getting a lawyer instead of just doing it on your. I think getting the lawyer kind of may show more good faith, like I'm really serious about this.
yeah. And remember the flying dress in Cartagena? Um, Remember she said to get her visa, she got a lawyer that helped her through her visa application process. So she avoided those pitfalls as well.
Mm-hmm. They said 2-year visa. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. He did the old Andre route. Um. Yeah. Another way you can do it is get married. Let me find me a little Colombian chica to go ahead and tie the knot with. I'll make a little transaction.
So no excuses. Does that mean you're dual citizen or you had to give up citizenship? Sorry, that just took me down a different rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't think you have to relinquish your some countries you will have to um so it's tricky, they change visa policy. Yeah. And I think too with the amount of people, and that's where Jazzy was saying too, like, like Colombia hot as fish grease right now with everything.
Okay.
Everybody want to go to Colombia for
Yeah.
some said reason.
Yeah.
So I get it. If it was maybe like a Uruguay or Paraguay, they probably would have just, yeah, man, we need you over here. Um, so yeah, all right, he says, I don't want citizenship. Permanent residency gives you the same rights.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Nice, 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 nice. Um, yeah, good stuff. All good stuff. All good stuff. Um, I know we haven't done jobs in a while. We need to start y'all off with some jobs for the new year.
Yeah.
Yes, let's give a round of applause for jobs for the new year. Be working, make money to do what they need to do for this year. You can't do stuff without money, man.
That's the way this
Um,
world works. Well, this country works.
right. You definitely need money. Um, and so I found this post here, like I was telling you, Tiff. This young lady, she calls herself the recruiter cousin or something like that. Um, this is a profile here. Shanae Urquhart, recruiter cousin. I know she black, and she said recruiter cousin. She has a cool little page here. She works for Microsoft here currently. I think, yeah. Yeah, she's a technical recruiter for 2 years. She's been with Microsoft, and she brought up a cool little article here. created an article here about some job boards that are very because I thought about just doing some, like, we were saying, getting some jobs just to show you some, individual jobs. But I like the way she set this up, because like that job could be, if I show you a job today and somebody looks at this, 2 weeks from now, that job could be gone. But these job boards are always up, bringing in new jobs every day. And you can filter on them to be remote. Some of them are solely remote. Some of them are ones that we've talked about before. And some of them that I have never seen before. So with and also on this list, she has events. I'm not an event fan no more. In my stage, I'm not an event fan anymore. But if you're new and you're trying to get in and network, I highly recommend going to these events, the Black in Tech and the other ones. So we'll go over those too. But she has Earn Better, which I'm not sure what Earn Better is. It's probably a job where, of course, Dice. Excuse me, Built-in.
Have you heard of Built-in? I haven't heard of Built-in.
No, let's click on Built-in. Let's see. Or it takes you to their LinkedIn site. Built-in. I think I want to say I've heard Built-in before. Built-in, we are building the largest platform for tech professionals globally. Each month, millions of people use our platform to learn, grow their skills, and advance their careers. Our mission is to empower humans to build the future. Join us to endeavor, build in, unite, united we tech. Yeah, something. It may be just like an organization. I don't know if they have. I'm sure they probably have jobs. They have some jobs, like they're out of Chicago, maybe. Let's see. What was the other list? We got Apache. I don't know what Apache is. USA Jobs, of course. That's where you get all your government jobs. That's why I said GovTech is. This is what GovTech is like. Just go to USA Jobs. That's all the federal. Federal. I don't know if they have state on there. I know it's pretty much federal. Jobs are on that. It's been that for years. We work remotely. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is their LinkedIn though.
Yeah.
I like We Work Remotely. They seem to have, one thing about We Work Remotely is, and which I'm finding in the market now. So, is that I don't have to look at a post or a opportunity and wonder if it's remote or hybrid. I don't have to wonder if it's advertised at remote, but it's really hybrid. I don't have to wonder about that. I know that every post there or every opportunity there just about is remote. So I like that, because if I get contacted from a place from Rework Remotely, there's no that very big question that's important to me, which is a deal breaker for me. If you're remote or on site, is blatant. I don't have to wonder. Where LinkedIn, I know LinkedIn's for everybody, right? But you get a contact from a recruiter on LinkedIn, that's your first question. Is it hybrid or remote? If they don't tell you right off the bat, right? So remotely, it takes that guess out. And FYI, people, there are people who are advertising remote opportunities, and then once you get into the process, especially in the interview, and you're asking questions about, maybe they're saying You only have to come on site once a month. And then as you start asking about the scope of what that once a month will look like, that's when you find out it's actually more than once a month. And there's a couple of bait and switch, opportunities out there, unfortunately, where there's remote. This actually happened recently.
I was about to say, if you wanted to dive a little deeper into it.
Yeah. Was asked about if I was interested in 100% remote opportunity. Recruiter had been contacting me for months about 100% remote opportunities, about hybrid opportunities. And I told her I wasn't interested in anything hybrid. She finally called me again and said, I have a perfect opportunity for you. It's 100% remote. It's a company that's been trying to get with you, over the last couple of years. They finally have this remote position. I looked at the position. We negotiated the rate. I interviewed, got to the interview, and was told by the manager that one, she wanted me to start within 2 weeks, which, I don't have a problem with that. I like to give 2 weeks notice, but she wanted me to start within 2 weeks. But also she wanted me to start during the holiday week, the week of the holiday. But also that starting in February of 2024, that I would need to be on site 3 to 4 days a week. So it would be remote up until February, and then it would be, 4 days a week on site. So I went back to the recruiter with that information, and obviously she was completely shocked. And we talked about it, and I told her I just wasn't interested. And she said, "Well, let's see what the hiring manager wants to do if they even offer you the job," because the hiring manager did mention during the interview that she had other candidates to interview. Well, within 15 minutes of talking to me, she had already made the offer to the recruiter for me to have the role. So now I have to turn down a role I've been offered flat out at the rate that I wanted, but it wasn't under the circumstances. And the bait and switch thing really left a bad taste in my mouth. So I turned it down. So you can waste your time sometimes. Some of these places are not honest with the hiring managers. Hiring with the recruiters, or the recruiters aren't honest. Unfortunately, that can happen. It doesn't mean it will happen. The likelihood that it'll happen is not, but just make sure you're taking these roles based upon what you really want to do, people, and not what someone else wants you to do. So just be mindful of that. There are some games being played right now.
Yes, there are a lot of games being played, and sometimes it's not the recruiter, because sometimes they can be blinded to, and not told everything. Or lack of communication. They didn't express that it was going to be hybrid or not. It's going to be like a hybrid of remote and hybrid or whatever.
Yeah, a hybrid of a hybrid.
Hybrid of a hybrid, yeah.
And there's places where you can go and do your own research if you're really interested in an opportunity, and look and see what employees are actually saying about, you can, Google is free. If they've had recent layoffs, that's kind of information you want to look and see what's culturally and socially been going on with this organization that wants me to join them, and what's kind of been happening behind the scenes that maybe the recruiter or the hiring manager isn't telling you. That'll help you make your decision about some of these opportunities that you chase.
And I just love the power that you have, man. When you done built your little empire here, got your skills, and you can just turn down jobs, man. Woo! Let's give it a round of applause for just being able to turn down money. Oh, yes.
I think we as workers have understood that it's not just about the money, because you can pay me the money, but then what am I giving you in exchange? Because it's gone far beyond just my labor, right? So, it's no longer just about the money. Adrian and I, you and I talk a lot about people telling us, or we're interviewing to see if you're the right fit. And I think now we're interviewing you to see if you're the right fit. Can you fit with who I am as a person, right? Not just my skills, because I know skill wise you wouldn't be talking to me if I didn't have the skills to do the job, right? So that's not even why we're talking anymore. Really, I'm just trying to get an understanding of what it is exactly you want me to do. So I can see how I can do it as I'm learning about what you need. And then what am I sacrificing? What do I have to give up? What kind of mental anguish am I gonna have to put myself through in order to be able to use my skills to work for you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking questions like, especially if it's a team setting, we've talked about this. I'm asking about, how is leadership? Tell me about leadership's, how open they are to, um, you know, talking about timelines with the team. Are they just given timelines and then the team's supposed to work to that? Or is there some kind of collaboration? Like, is it truly agile or is it more of a waterfall? Like, how are team goals met? How are they made? How are expectations communicated to leadership? How does leadership, communicate back expectations? Like, all those things are factors, especially in tech in the project management space, that help you determine what kind of environment you might be going in, right? And I like to look for the path of least resistance. If I ask you those questions and you're, oh, well, leadership's a little this and this and that, that lets me know that I'm going in there having to fight for delivery. And that's not an ideal situation, right? So it's just be smart, guys. Just be smart. Don't just look at the dollar sign. Um, I'm not gonna say that because we're in the place of privilege where we can say that, right? Um, just be smart. Just be very smart.
Well, that's what I'm honing in on is the privilege that you built for yourself. Um, Unlike a person who may be in a call center or something like that, man, they got to take it. They got to jump on it because it's plenty of other people that will take that $15 an hour. Um, I I tell some of my friends the amount of money I turned down. They be like, "What?"
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, 10 years ago, I probably would have been like, "Man, that's crazy."
Yeah. I mean, I don't
To
have
turn
any.
down
I
that
don't
amount of
have.
money, but
I mean,
man,
I don't have
I
any
could probably
problem
make
telling.
30% more than what they.
Yeah. I mean, that last opportunity was $85 an hour. I don't have a problem telling people that. But again, the bait and switch was a huge red flag. The manager wanted me to start before the holiday while everybody's out of the office is another big red flag. And the fact that it went from 100% remote to 3 to 4 days in the office. And she specifically said, I want you there with me. So you want me there with you next to you in the office. You know what I mean? And those are huge red flags, um, coming from 100% remote where I'm not going to be around anyone to being side by side with someone 3 to 4 days a week. So, $85 an hour sounds great in the grand scheme of things financially. But nothing is worth my peace of mind. I'd rather take less and have peace of mind than take more and be extremely unhappy and regretful.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Um, Definitely, definitely. It's it's a lot of psychological stuff that comes with this once you get up to these ranks here too in IT, but that's a whole nother show. Oh, that's a whole nother show. Um, but yeah, to get back into this list here to finish it out, we work remotely, working nomads. That sounds good too. We curate the best digital jobs for those looking to start their telecommuting career. Um, and workingnomads.com creates lists of the most interesting remote job offers in many professional career areas. We connect professionals who want to work remotely with innovative companies offering independent positions, work remotely from anywhere, discover places, and feel the freedom. They won me over with that little intro there.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking nomads.
What?
Uh, uh, this
Wait,
they had
what's
this
this?
Can you see this?
Yeah. Okay. What is that? What is it?
I don't know. The name just caught me.
We know why the name caught you.
Freaking nomads. Hold up. Let me. Because I think the screen did something. Why did the screen drop? Hold on a minute.
Africa shows us
Um,
more on digital, shows us more love on digital nomads. Kenya, South Africa, Rwanda, FYI. You know, what was that? Kenya or Tanzania? One of them were offering um, U.S. African American U.S. citizens can come and get a free, no cost citizenship or something.
I don't know. I don't know much about. I mean, the last time we looked into digital nomads for Africa, that was very early in the process. I mean, this in them creating this digital nomad visa concept. Um,
I'll tell you who that was. I'll tell you who it
yeah,
was.
this
It's
is
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has announced its plan to offer free citizenship to African Americans. That was September 2023.
Zimbabwe. I got a friend that did it with Sierra Leone last in December. He
So
said he
Kenya,
huh?
go ahead. He said
He,
what?
he said that he did this through like ancestry type things. Like it was based off ancestry that he got his citizenship in Sierra Leone. He was in his bloodline and his DNA was Sierra Leone. And somehow, if you have that, you can, or I guess maybe prove that, you will get citizenship.
Yeah, so
So,
Ghana, Sierra Leone is number 2, Nigeria, South Africa, Gabon, Cape Verde, Zimbabwe, and Kenya all offer African Americans free citizenship.
um,
That's dope.
yeah. Actually, I'm about to do my I'm about to do my I got 20. Actually, the guy that I didn't go through the one that he went through, but I'm gonna go through one because his was kind of expensive. His was like $300 or something like that, or $200, 250, 350. Um, AfricanAncestry.com or something like that. Um,
We already did ours.
yeah, you got Nigerian in you, right? Is it Nigerian?
Nigerian. Um, I have to look at it again. I can't remember. It was like 27% Nigerian,
Mm.
I think.
Who did you do it through?
Ancestry.
Okay, maybe the same.
But my great grandfather was from Trinidad.
Okay.
Let me see
Um,
if I find it.
I think most of the ones I know, Jamaica's was primarily Nigerian, or was it Haiti? I think it was Jamaica that had primarily had a lot of Nigerians that came in that slave trade, I believe. Um, Let me know, people in the chat, if I'm right on that. If I'm wrong. We got Job Espresso. That's a cool little name. Work remotely anywhere. I need to follow some of these companies here. These are like little mom and pop little spots.
Yeah.
Um, Out of Toronto. ain't got no jobs. Let's run through a few more here before we get out of here. You got remote.co. That's one that I always promote there. That one does that. I vouch for remote.co. They have a lot of jobs in there. No Desk, never heard of No Desk. Remoteco. Remote, okay. Number one site for remote jobs. Oh, they actually have jobs too. Oh no, no, it's not jobs. Is it? Customer success operations analyst.
Operations analyst. What is an operations analyst? Administrative assistant? That's what would an operations analyst do?
You will be strong analytical, critical thinking skills, ability to collect, organize, analyze, and disseminate information and data.
That's for 100% remote?
It better be what they name like that. Yeah, remote customer success.
Oh, okay. Yes, all kind of jobs on here on these other sites, guys. So now's the time to start applying because money decisions for 2024 have already been locked and loaded. So if they're actively posting new opportunities, it's likely possible that they've got the funding and they're ready to pull the trigger on bringing in candidates. So understanding the market is super competitive because everybody wants to work remotely.
Yes.
So if you see an opportunity and it's within 24 hours, go ahead and submit that, update your resume and submit it. Don't just submit your standard resume. They're using AI now to pick resumes, so you've got to have those, similar terms in your resume that match the job description in order to get past at least the first round to get on that hiring manager's desk. Past that first round of that AI tool that they're using.
Yes. We got Well Found, which is a list companies that are hiring. Let me see this.
I've never heard of Well Found. You've only got like 200 people. Go to their posts.
That's what I was saying. These are like little mom and pop places, but you probably have you started job hunting in 2024? Okay, yes.
Go to their post. I want to see what kind of content they're posting on their page.
Oh, I'm sorry, you probably don't see it. I need to share the whole screen. No, hold tab. There you go.
Okay.
Companies hiring 2024. Companies hiring. Okay.
So this looks like maybe they just collect.
I'm gonna tell you, most of these companies they have where they have their engineers to pull.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you go to like if I go to Wellfound and I see they have one it created a actual job posting, but when you click on that link, it sends you to the parent site or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of these companies are like that, where they're kind of just getting the information, like from the Indeed, the Dice.com, or it may say this is this. LinkedIn does it itself too. They also do it. But let's wrap up with these events.
Okay.
What events we have here? All right. Actually, do we have any people talking over here? What y'all talking about? Yeah. Oh yeah, I left no excuse comment on there was because I didn't know what he meant by showing more love. I guess maybe getting more approvals. I'm gonna have to look up Africa digital nomad.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, there were 8 countries that are offering citizenship, so I would think that digital nomad would probably go right along with that easily.
Right. And I don't think I'll get denied in Africa. I get denied in Africa, but it's like
Then there's something wrong with you. You need to do an evaluation.
that's a you problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not being micromanaged, work-life balance, flex schedules, autonomy, allowed, no, not being micromanaged. Oh, that is awesome. I hope that is how your life is now, Tiffany. Um, and she says, is leadership considerate or is the leadership style chaotic? Are you appreciated? All that stuff factors in.
Absolutely. And don't
Mm-hmm.
just tell me that. Don't just tell me that. I need you to demonstrate. I need you to tell me how leadership demonstrates that they're considerate, that they're not chaotic, that they show appreciation. Like, give me 3 examples of each. You know what I mean? Like, those are the kind of questions you need to be asking in order to find out about the culture of the company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's up
Yeah,
with the events for 2024?
events. We got that conference, which I don't know what that conference actually is, but something called that conference. Impact. I think I've heard of Impact. I've heard of Impact in so many different
Mm-hmm.
things or whatever.
Yeah.
National Society of Black Engineers. Miss Shanae will actually be there actively recruiting for roles. So that's why I said like these little events are pretty good if you're starting off, don't have many leads, don't have a lot of connections, don't have a network. Um, and when I say network, like this lady called me today, um, asked me, usually they'll call you, hey, I got this job offer. Are you in the market? Saw your resume on Dice or something. And not that I'm looking, because once you put your resume on these job boards, they'll blow you up if you nice. If you got the skills they're looking for. This was an SAP company, so I knew SAP is more of a niche platform. There's not a lot of professionals out there that know that platform. And it's funny, I was just talking to you about that too, Tiffany, the other day. I should go back to SAP. And she looked me up and asked me about a role here in Atlanta, but I said nah. But I said, let's connect on LinkedIn. I always try to connect with those recruiters because they'll remember you. They will remember you more than you remember. They're like, hey, I reached out to you, such and such. I'm like, Like you remember I didn't. Oh yeah. So they'll come back around and throw you another little offer out there to see if you want to, jump on it. So always build your network, and over time you'll have hundreds of recruiters that they always coming at you about something.
Yeah.
And that's what she asked. She's like, so can I reach out to you in like 6 months to see where you at? Sure. So yeah. You got to make the recruiter work for you.
Yeah.
If you don't learn nothing out of this call today, that's a call. Out of this live stream today, make that recruiter work for you in some capacity. Coming back to you, going to the client, and sometimes they'll tell you like, man, you don't want this. Like, oh no, this they, I once I've sat down and talked with you, and see what you want, this is probably not going to work for you because of this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm glad you yeah, and so I've befriending recruiters have taught me a lot on what they go through, and it's helped me to kind of see certain things before it comes, because some recruiters are not your friend. They be trying
like that one that like the one recruiter that told me that after, first of all, I kept trying to get him to talk about money, and then he kept saying, let's just wait till after the interview. So then when I interviewed for the role, I told him, he asked me what my range was, and then he told me that I couldn't ask for more money.
Right.
And I told him I absolutely could and I would, and I hung up on him and then didn't take his opportunity, took another opportunity.
Yes. Yeah, and you just learn. You just learn the more you deal with. Like they can be very, very beneficial with you getting roles and stuff. But some of them are kind of annoying. Them Indian recruiters, they are annoying as fuck.
They're not that bad.
Shit. They'll wear you out. But I've had some that like let me back up because the little people I be not little people, the little group that I got under my belt with analysts and stuff. I had to kind of watch what I say to them, because they start to, because they see like, hey, these Indians are blowing my phone up, like, and I'm like, man, I've gotten some contracts from Indians, I have, but the frequency at how much I've dealt with them, it doesn't really. So like for every American recruiter that I've went out for, it's like maybe like a 1 out of 4 chance.
Mm-hmm.
But like with an Indian, it's like a 1 out of 20. You got 20 of them that you only gonna get one chance at a role. And it's just like, man, why deal with y'all for a 1 out of 20 ratio versus a 1 out of 4 with an American recruiter? Like, they're not gonna run me through so many hoops, unnecessary hoops. Like, they know, sometimes they know, like, this, I ain't even gonna call him. An Indian call you just out of like engineer role. Like, dude, I'm not an engineer, man. Why you come to me about? Oh, you sure you do not want the engineer role? No, I do not want the engineer role, dude. Like, how many times you gonna ask me about this engineering role? So that's kind of like why it can be a little.
I think all recruiters have that potential, because I definitely, while I don't particularly like when recruiters contact me about roles that I'm obviously not the right fit for. It's the ones that want me to work on site out of state. Those are ones that just, I don't know, that just grinds my gears. Like, would you have a problem coming on site? Like, it's in Wisconsin. It's not possible for me to be on site 3 days a week. It's not possible, or on site every day, and it's in another part of the country.
But that's what I get from the Indians, though. I don't get that from the American recruiters.
I get it from all recruiters, because I don't have my location on my resume, and that's by design because of where I live in the Midwest. And Midwestern companies are way more reluctant to remote work than the rest of the United States. So
it's the heartbeat of America.
I don't have my resume, it doesn't have my location. So yeah. I'm just gonna start putting the corporate offices addresses on my resume, not my addresses, but the city and state, so that people can see that I've worked with companies all over, and that way maybe they will think, okay, this person doesn't live in this area, so I can't contact them. I don't know.
I feel you on that. That's why, the lady called me from Atlanta. Like I'm trying to get up out of here. I ain't trying to be, but I knew it was going to eventually be to where, and she didn't even say it was remote or not. But once she said Atlanta, I got turned off. I was like, no, I don't want that role. But
7-0 Michigan.
Woo! All right, let's run through these right quick. South by Southwest. I thought that was a
music festival.
Maybe they
like
do
a job thing during it. I don't know.
Maybe they do job stuff around it too. Diversatech. I never heard of that. Render ATL. Black is Tech. Is that the dude? They got the YouTube page. That probably is him. The Blacks in Technology Foundation. Dang, they
keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
The Blacks. Afrotech. Of course, Afrotech. Sisters in Sales. Text Giving. It's interesting. And we got GovTech Con.
Yeah.
Simone B. Everybody knows Simone B, the master marketeer for remote GovTech work. Black Men in Tech, Thrive Conference, Miami. I think I've seen that one. Yeah, I think that's the one.
I don't see listed Black Tech Week, which should be listed on here.
Where's Black Tech Week? Where's that?
It's in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that.
And they have it every August. And
you got ByteCon, Dream in Color. Maybe you put it. I put a note here.
Actually, they did have it in October. I'm sorry, they had it in Detroit. They have it in more than one location. So they have Black Tech Week Cincinnati. Then they had a Black Tech weekend in Detroit. That was this past October 12th through 14th.
Don't forget about Black
Tech
Week. Is it like in Cincinnati again?
It's in Cincinnati, July 16th through 20th, 2024.
July
16th through 20.
In Cincinnati.
Yep.
Is that how you spell it? Hold up.
CIN.
Sin.
I'll spell it. CIN. CINNATI. It might be 2 T's. Did you put C?
No, there you go. I think it was lowercase. Yeah. My spell check is
Make sure you put Cincinnati, Ohio, because there is a Cincinnati, Iowa.
And
I think they have it in LinkedIn. You could tag them, so you might put at Black Tech Week.
Let me see, Black Tech Week.
No.
Nice.
Let me see if they have one. I'm on their social media.
Are they a part of the Black Tech Academy?
They're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. No, they're not part of Black Tech Academy.
I just put Black Tech Week. She can look it up. Okay. All right. This was good. We made it work.
Yay.
We appreciate everyone jumping on with us, hanging out with us. Really do appreciate it. Keeping the Matic Mondays rolling on, trying to get the people some jobs, some insights, some tips. Get to this bag because we got trips we need to pay for.
We got bills we need to pay.
Oh man, them bills will get paid, man. But we got trips we got to pay for. People to see. Got to go see a lady by the Cape. All right. Yeah, go Huskies. Good show. Yes. All right, Tiff. Tiffany Pool in Portland and Tiffany Sports and Heels. Anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm excited about what Medic Monday is going to be bringing in 2024. I'd love to hear from you guys. What would you like us to talk about? Is there anything specific that you would like us to bring to the table for 2024? Send us a DM. Feel free to DM Travelmatic on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Threads. You can find me on Instagram and you can find me on TikTok. So if you have a topic that has to do with remote work, digital nomad, you need some advice, there's something you want us to talk about, shoot us an inbox or a DM and let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Excited about 2024. Looking forward to see where we might go in 2024, who we might have as our guests in 2024. And let's get this started.
Yes, definitely let us know. I think I'm gonna do like a community post on the channel.
Did you hear that?
No, that's Major.
No.
I see Major.
Yeah, that's Major on my lap. Something just fell in my hallway.
Oh, okay. Well, go and get that. Maybe a man or something. Not. I'm coming over, baby. Maybe you missed the text or something. Missing that what you doing.
Good night. Go Huskies.
All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.